Seriously, what the hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Yo, hey, yo, what's up, everybody? So this gonna be a last minute, real quick, might be taken down, I don't know, live stream. Let's hang out, guys. You ready? Let's see. Yeah.
I need an HDMI port. The fucking fire stick isn't working. The remote's fucking.
All right, I am back. What's up? What is up? What's up, Jeffrey? What is up? All right, let's see if we can do this again. One more again with feeling. My name is Two-Face now. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Jared Leto, Joker, appreciation, short live stream. So we all know that his real performance is still sitting on the cutting room floor. I mean, AKA the air cut, AKA we're still waiting, still fucking waiting. Anyway, let's watch a couple scenes and see what his performance, let's remind ourselves what his performance was. And the performance, I will add, and this is a big IMO, in my opinion, even the performance that we were given, which was less than 5 minutes in a fucking almost, I mean, like a damn near 2-hour movie, it wasn't bad. So imagine when we see the real deal. Imagine when we see the real deal. It's going to be phenomenal. Let's go. Where is she?
It's complex. This is not just her. Everybody's disappearing. There's this new law where if you're a bad enough bad guy, they stamp terrorist on your jacket. They send you to this swamp in Louisiana. Black site. That's where she is. So what are we doing?
Bring the car around.
Car around.
We're going for
a drive. That's my dog right there. Man, you guys don't know how many years I've been waiting to see the air cut of Suicide Squad. Like, I just, like, Every scene that he was in, he stole it. He just killed it. Absolutely killed it. Absolutely. The other one that's a real favorite of mine is, and it sucks that the closest thing that we got is the extended cut that has like a couple more, one or two more scenes by Jared Leto's Joker. But even the I'm just gonna hurt you scene was reshot, retooled, re-edited, and the lines were changed. So the original trailer, what was it? Comic-Con? Oh shit, 2015? Everybody's so hype. It wasn't, that was the air cut, and what we got was not. So the performance that we seen, the audience was tricked, bamboozled, swindled, bait and switched. And there is, from what I have been seeing and reading, now been new laws that have been created to prevent this kind of thing. But I cannot believe that this company hasn't released this movie just out of pure fear alone, because putting $20 million into finishing a movie and having a fucking masterpiece and making a bunch of money off of it compared to getting the fuck suit out of you sounds like a way better deal. But this company is so pig-headed, so arrogant, that they just literally do not give a fuck, like, about the fans, the IP that they own, and it's fucking depressing. And I'm over the people that want to sit there and act like this company makes smart business decisions. I'm over people that just want to, and I really think James Gunn is a weird ass motherfucker because of his tweets, because of things he's participated in. But at the same time, as an artist, I fucking like the fuck out of Brightburn. I liked the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought they were very good. But is this the guy that needs to build the entire fucking DCU? Is this the guy that should be, or is it, no, this is the guy that should be being underneath somebody running it, that should be in fucking Elseworlds, like Matt Reeves, and doing an obscure, weird-ass fucking project like he likes to do. But DC is so fucking desperate, a decade later, still so fucking desperate to chase after Marvel, that, they'll take any Marvel director, just eager to try to get some kind of insight or a scoop or some kind of insider knowledge, trying to fucking jock and steal whatever they can from Marvel, hoping that they can, in any fucking way possible, mimic their success, not even understanding the IP that they own. It'll never fucking work. And everybody else that thinks that, oh yeah, man, I'm just gonna sit here for 2 fucking years, and just dick ride Gunn, and then think that it's gonna pay off when you know the kind of projects that he does. If you think he is gonna give you a proper Superman movie, you've lost your fucking mind. And I don't care if you're sick of, being a part of the conversation or hearing the bitching, or you're sick of having to feel like you're obligated to participate in events, or whatever the freak your reason is. I do not care. Stop gaslighting Gunn like he is gonna do some shit. He ain't gonna do nothing. And it's counterproductive to sit here and act like, oh, well, that's just not gonna happen, so you need to move on. How about you just move on and shut the fuck up and quit influencing other people to do what you want to do and take the easy way out? Because, you can do the hard thing and admit to yourself that this company is dog shit, and fight back against this piece of shit company, or you can shut the fuck up.
I did everything you said. I helped you.
You helped me by erasing my mind what few faded memories I had. No. You left me in a black hole of rage and confusion. Without the
Is that the medicine you
practice,
practice? Dr.
What are
Quinsell?
you gonna do? You gonna kill me, Mr. J?
What?
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you.
I'm just gonna hurt you.
Really, really bad.
You think so? Well, I can take it.
I wouldn't want you to break those perfect porcelain cap teeth when the juice hits your brain.
You guys think that the real performance that he gave? You guys really think the? Hold on. You guys really think? Now, obviously, I'm not talking to my subscribers. I'm not talking to my friends. Not right now. I'm talking to everybody else out there, and it's more specific than everybody else. But we'll leave it at that. You guys really think that this guy did not give a badass performance? And you're not even curious to see what he did. It doesn't matter what the answer is, because the bottom line is I know you're curious. I know that all of us are, even the people that hate on it, that sit there and get on Twitter and they tag Gunn. Oh, debunk this, King. Oh, I remember one particular toxic dickhead streamer, social media influencer. No, they want Zach to they want him to zaddy them. They want him to zaddy them. I mean, where you at now, though? Where you at right now, bro? Where you at right now, bro? Where you at right now when all these cats is sitting there simping hard as fuck for a gun? I can literally pull up 5 tweets from yesterday that I screenshotted. People tagging Gunn, talking about, debunk Ben Affleck saying, that he didn't want to do that. How the fuck are you? King called him King. Okay. First of all, Jarblo. I ain't got no problem with the dude, but I really fucking hate the shit that I hear come out of his mouth. And, I don't make no money off this shit. He makes probably good money. So I get it. It's his livelihood and all that good shit. But at the same time, it's like, where do you draw the line with keeping it real and just, blowing shit out your mouth? Because where is the criticism for these motherfuckers? Huh? What is all this fighting against the fandom, shit talking, gatekeeping? Where has this got all these motherfuckers? Because where the fuck is DC at right now? You got Black Adam, which wasn't a great masterpiece, but wasn't terrible. This movie lost money or broke even barely. I mean, there's an argument that could be made either way, but I'm not here to fight that argument right now. It didn't do good. And the money that it did make was from the motherfuckers that showed up that wanted to see Henry Cavill back as Superman in a fucking 5-second cameo. The other thing is, all these fucking retards on social media, the fucking Snyderverse ain't profitable. The Snyderverse isn't profitable. The Snyderverse isn't profitable. How is the Snyderverse not profitable? I just really want to know. To these people that say this dumb shit, how? BVS, if you add up, I mean, you know what? Let's just, you know what? We're live streaming, so let's just do it for the sake of argument. Let's just do this for the simple sake of argument alone. Okay? And also, what's up, Jeffrey? Let me know if you want me to send you a link to jump in, brother. This is just impromptu. I guess you could call this a short live stream rant. Whatever you want to call it. But brother, yeah, just let me know. I mean, but anyway, back to what I was saying. Just like let's just for shits and giggles. Let's just do this. Okay? And I know this is falling on deaf ears. I understand that. But still. So, BVS, right? BVS made $872 million fucking dollars, right? Now, let's look at BVS DVD sales. Okay? I mean, not to mention the fact that BVS was way back was nominated for like the fucking highest grossing fucking home theatrical release fucking ever. Especially when it came to physical fucking media release, like, DVD, Blu-ray, all that shit. Right? So let's just look at the numbers, right? So let me see if I can find a decent one. The numbers. Let's see what the fuck they got. Okay, so right here, right? So the worldwide box office for Batman versus Superman, $872 million. Okay? I mean, that alone, but you know how people are, they're going to still find a way to talk shit. It underperformed. I wonder why. Maybe that bastardized fucking cut that they released in theaters and the bad word of mouth that it got, or the fact that Warner Brothers pulled the fucking movie from theaters like pussies because of all the shit that critics were talking. Okay, but regardless, 872 million, still not nothing to, snuff at. But okay, now let's add up. Okay, so now look at estimated domestic DVD sales. So regular DVD sales, 23 fucking million, right? So hold on, I've got a calculator because hold on, let me make sure that we're still on. Yep, we're still on here. So let's do this real quick. Let's just do this because I'm tired of seeing this bullshit on fucking Twitter. Okay? All right, so you've got 23, right? Plus Blu-ray sales, 58 million. Basically, that's 59 million because it's 58,999. Okay, we're just going to go 59 plus. Okay, hold on. They already did it. So 82. All right. Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I do apologize for that. Okay. That's my fault for not paying attention. They already added up. So 82, right? 82. What is that? 82 million. So close. Hold on. Let's do it again. All right. So 872 plus 82 equals. Hold on, let's do it. Okay. So this movie basically made almost $1 billion between what it made in theaters worldwide, between DVD, Blu-ray, all that shit, right? This motherfucker almost made $1 billion. And this is with bad word of mouth. This is with a bastardized theatrical cut that wasn't Zach's vision being released. This is with critics taking the biggest shit on the movie they could because they were dick riding Marvel. Because at the time, Marvel was at the height and the prime of their career. Marvel was in their prime and at the height of their career. And nobody was used to seeing shit that was so different than Marvel that had to do with cape shit. And all the old school DC had fans were used to seeing uncomic accurate movies for DC being adapted in the fucking 90s and early 2000s. And them motherfuckers heard critics talking shit and they jumped on the bandwagon. So did some of the general audience. Even with all of that, this goddamn movie brought the studio in almost literally 900 and this is, I seen a different chart than this one where it was actually 970, but we'll just go with 954. $954 million they profited, this fucking Warner Brothers did, off of this fucking movie. With all the bullshit, with them self-sabotaging it, with critics on fucking dick riding Marvel. How in the fuck are you gonna sit here and say BVS wasn't profitable? How are you gonna sit here and say BVS was a financial flop? You're a fucking retard. You're a fucking retard. Man of Steel was the highest grossing Superman movie ever made. Then he followed it up with BVS, something the studio wanted him to drop. The studio had a title and a script, and Zach tweaked it to make it fit with what him and Nolan created with fucking Man of Steel. And then he tried to hurry up and introduce the Justice League like they wanted to hurry up and get to an Avengers team-up event because they wanted to compete with Marvel. Quick as you can. And then Justice League. How is it that at this point, 3 fucking regimes later, that somebody doesn't stop and go, you know what? It's been a long time. Let's go look at, the critic consensus for fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League, or AKA the Snyder Cut. I sit there and look and see that the fucking critics and fans were super overwhelmingly positive. And that if that movie would have been released in fucking theaters initially off the rip at this trajectory at almost $1 billion at BVS, that you think that Zack Snyder's Justice League wouldn't have made easily $1 billion in theaters? Of course it would have. Of course it would have. So the fact that they think that they're going to keep doing oddball projects until they completely reboot with Gunn, and then they think that Gunn, who writes inappropriate fucking childlike humor into movies, and Gunn, who costed the same studio $200 million when he dropped his sequel/soft reboot of Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad. So you take the only motherfucker that actually lost DC $200+ million fucking dollars. And yes, COVID was a factor to a degree, but even without COVID, nobody wanted to see that shit. It was confusing. You're gonna continue some shit, but then get rid of the big name actors who drew in the audience. Will Smith, Jared Leto. And then soft reboot it, change the continuity. How do you market something like that? And then of course, dropping it during the COVID shit, that's not his fault. But still, it definitely didn't help. But still, you're the only motherfucker, James Gunn, that lost this studio $200+ million off of a DC project. And now your fucking ass is running the entire studio. Wow. Wow. I don't understand. And I don't understand why this is not a simple ass conversation that everybody, even the haters, don't understand. and why this shit ain't been put to bed yet. The fact that we even need to have this conversation right now, and again, I'm not talking to my friends, my boys, my subscribers. I'm talking to the other folks, and they know who they are. The fact that we have to still have this conversation, you either have a mental disorder or you have some kind of weird fucking like type of illness that you need help. Like, I'm just saying. Again, this is just off of this. We can go by the numbers. It doesn't really matter. If you look at what this fucking movie did on DVD, on Blu-ray, and worldwide box office, you add it together, literally this movie is less than $40 million shot. It's less than 43 or 44, whatever it is. They're like 44 million shy of making $1 billion fucking dollars. And now, mind you, this isn't the Ultimate Edition. Which, fuck an Ultimate Edition. The Duel was trying to release the real version of it initially in theaters in the first fucking place. So if you would have released the initial version in the first fucking place, you would have fucking got way over $1 billion for BVS. Way back when that shit came out. And had you fucking release Zack Snyder's Justice League in theaters, you can go, and I hate Rotten Tomatoes. I hate critics. I don't like them. But even the critics that I can't stand decided, you know what? This Zack Snyder's Justice League shit is fucking hard. This is for DC. I get what he's doing. This is way better than what the fuck they've been giving us. And you're like the old studio that's trying to dick ride the critics. They're tricking the critics, and the critics don't know what the fuck is going on, and they could care less. What good's it do 8 years later if they know now and now they like it? Unless you fucking watch and pay attention to your own financial investments. And if you don't give a fuck about that, then this studio has no right to own this IP. They need to sell it to somebody that does give a fuck about it. Because it's clear they don't. It's very clear that they don't. It's very clear that this studio does not give a fuck about the fans, the IP that they own, because every couple of years, all they do is they sell the goddamn shit to another company, and it's a bunch of old, out of touch with reality motherfuckers that have no idea about cape shit. How, I just want to know, how does that even work? How does that even work? And I'm being serious. Again, I know there's not going to be a lot of people tuning into this live stream, and that's fine. I might even take this motherfucker down. I'm just like, I sit back and I just think, like, how fucking stupid. Like, I get, like, people that are rich that buy these kinds of companies, they could give a fuck less about this shit. I personally, I'm a fan. We're fans, customers, consumers, all that shit. So I understand it's going to be different from them, from their point of view. But, like, how fucking dumb do you got to be? And for how many years, with all the noise that this fan base has made, clearly it was quite a bit to get the Snyder Cut released. Like, even if you don't know shit about this, like, how do you not just simply look and see, like, wow, fans and critics liked this fucking movie, and all the actors Really like this guy too. They self-promote and market everything that we do. Maybe we should at least let him fucking have, one more go at it. How in the fuck is that not something on your mind? But you're willing to just take risks with fucking random directors like Matt Reeves. Just throw him a movie that everybody knew was supposed to be Ben Affleck's Batman. Just fucking throw Joaquin Phoenix a random Joker movie that has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with your studio, that you didn't even believe in yourself, that 3 or 4 fucking companies had to finance. So when the first Joker movie did $1 billion, you didn't even get the profit from it like that. You had to split them profits like 4 different ways. How fucking stupid do you gotta be? So clearly there was a high demand for a Joker movie, and you had a Jared Leto Joker movie in the works in the first fucking place. So clearly, even if the people would have hated it, looking at the box office from the Joker, you were guaranteed to at least make back the money you spent on it. So why not take that risk when your fan base, your consumers that pay for your fucking product, are buying it and crying out for it? Makes no fucking sense. Every movie that was Snyderverse was extremely profitable. Everything outside of that was not, or barely broke even. And I'm not even gonna, be one of them guys that's gonna sit there and argue that, Aquaman 1, that is like probably the first movie where tides were changing, and it was probably like not 80% Snyderverse, 20%, changed, altered. Who gives a fuck at this point? I mean, I don't care, But think about that. Jason Momoa had the fans on his side, is the point. Even if you want to sit there and say, maybe you're right, even if that movie is outside of the fucking Snyderverse, then that means it is the first movie ever outside the Snyderverse. It made $1 billion, right? Why did it make that kind of money? It's out, even if you say it's outside the Snyderverse, which I don't believe it is. I think it's the first movie they altered and tweaked, but not enough to make it a piece of shit. It was still a good movie. What did Momoa do? Oh, that's right. He wasn't a cocksucker to the fucking fans. He embraced them. He was talking about the Snyder Cut when he could have lost his fucking job over it. He raised awareness so the fans and the general audience both showed up together with goodwill, good intention, and gave that movie a chance, even if it was going to be a piece of shit. And it turned out to be a decent movie. What a masterpiece, but pretty goddamn solid fucking movie. And again, you could have had BVS, if you would have released the real version, $1 billion. Zack Snyder's Justice League, $1 billion. Aquaman, proof of $1 billion. Everything that the fucking fans knew flat the fuck out, you were fucking, the last 2 regimes were fucking with, altering, tampering with, firing people, fucking people over, not apologizing, bait and switching trailers, cutting scenes, reshooting the whole movie. It made people tune the fuck out. And that's not even Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's fault. He got dealt a shitty hand. You fought for something that you cared about for 10 years, but by coincidence, when it came out, it wasn't his fault. It came out during a shitstorm. And he fought to get scenes in there to link it as best he could after fucking Amada and them were out of there to Man of Steel, and fought hard to get Cavill back, get Superman back. In his own way, he fought his ass off to make it Snyderverse. When the fans seen that first trailer for Black Adam on Twitter, and they used that fucking bullshit Steppenwolf from Justice League, the first thing he did when his fans started freaking out, oh hell no, He said, hey, you know, I just hollered at my team. Hey, that shit's fixed, yo. You ain't got to worry about that. Hell no. That's respect, bro. He responded to us like that, respectfully, and actually barked up the chain of command and got something done, got that shit removed from his shit. Despite what his movie may or may not have done, it wasn't his fault. DC is on this trajectory because of the trajectory the last two regimes have had this fucking franchise going in. Snyder's been removed for fucking 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, fucking over almost 6 years now. And I'm not saying that Gunn can't produce a couple of oddball fire projects. You know, I really did. I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, I was like, you know, I seen The Suicide. That movie was fucking horrendous. But Peacemaker, I don't know why or how. I hated it just to hate it. I ain't gonna lie. But I watched it and I'm like, you know what? This is actually not bad. And then as I watched it, as the season went on, I'm like, you know what? This is actually pretty good. This is the fucking character arc that you should have wrote, you dumb fuck, for Peacemaker in the first damn place. In the Suicide Squad, you fucking retard. Anyway, point is, I'm sure there's a couple of oddball projects like that Gunn is just gonna kill, knock it right out the park. But dude, you think that him writing and directing a Superman Legacy project is gonna be fire? You're smoking hard crack. You're smoking hard crack. You think that even the general audience is gonna fuck with whatever abomination that he drops? When it comes to somebody, a character that OP, a character that important, they fucking destroyed Superman Returns. They fucking destroyed, the critics did, Man of Steel. And you know what? Even if the critics like it, the audience is, I'm telling you, dude, I'm not saying that Gunn can't do it, because if he does, this will be Gunn evolving and making the best movie in his fucking life. But literally, if Gunn doesn't make the best movie he's ever made in his fucking life, which is a far reach, it could happen, it's not impossible, then we're sitting around essentially killing off a universe that is nothing but some shit they already watered down for no fucking reason, knowing that what they're doing ain't working and knowing who they need to make this shit work. So we're going to just push out projects. You know, Gunn already told everybody on accident, none of these fucking movies matter that are coming out. We got to wait 3 years to see Superman Legacy. Everything in between then does not matter. It don't matter. What up, Pedro? What up, Pedro? What up, brother? All right, he said, I'm here when it comes out. I can't wait to see Ayer's cut. What's good, Strong Arm? Daniel Martin, what's good? Good to see you, brother. You know, they wanted to hit that Avengers money in 2 movies, and they damn near got there when it took the MCU 5 movies to hit that mark. 5 fucking movies to hit that mark. And that's with the critics dick riding them the whole way along. The whole way along. DC with Zack Snyder, between what they made in the box office and less than a fucking year later, what they made from DVD and just fuck, we're not even counting the merch. We can just say DVD and Blu-ray sales alone, combined with what they made at the box office. They made almost 1 billion, like literally 40 million shy of 1 billion alone off of fucking BVS, with negative reviews, with critics taking a dump all over it, and with them releasing a bastardized cut in theaters. I'm so sick of hearing that BVS was not profitable. Or did it like underperformed? It underperformed according to whose projections exactly? I mean, if you're a greedy ass studio and you want something to make a fuck ton of money just because you see another company that's on their shit making that kind of money, I mean, yeah, maybe you could say it underperformed, but in what world did it truly underperform? They were like literally like a couple, like literally like 30 or 40,000, like 30 or 40 million shy of hitting $1 billion with BVS alone, with everything in the world that could work against it, working against it. And then they released Justice League, and by at that point, all the fandom knew what they were up to, knew what they put Zack through, that the movie they released when BVS, the last movie, wasn't the real movie, that they let him take a shitstorm, didn't defend him at all. And they were so cocky that by the time they were filming Justice League, they just straight up, oh, his daughter died. All right, go and hey, fire this motherfucker. Hey, call that motherfucker that directed the Avengers, bro. Bring his snake ass in. So you bring his snake ass in. Where'd that get? Where'd that get you? You lost hundreds of millions. Center Cut comes out. Overwhelmingly positive from mainly fans. Fans rated that motherfucker at like almost a 97%. That's insane. And even critics gave it a very positive, surprisingly, and I don't give a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes or critics, but even the critics gave it a very positive rating. So if that motherfucking movie, at the trajectory BVS was on, even with what was working against it, had they released that initially in theaters, they would have made way over $1 billion with Zack Snyder's Justice League if they had released it in theaters. They'd have had two movies essentially that made them $1 billion. Because BVS basically made them $1 billion. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. So sick of people trying to convince us that Gunn's Suicide Squad was a critical hit and loved by the fans. No, the fuck it wasn't. Critics dick-rided it, and it lost millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, and the fans fucking hated it. Black Widow made more than James Gunn's Suicide Squad in the same time frame. The COVID reason is a bullshit excuse. Exactly. Yup. Not to mention they took BVS out of theaters early. Oh yeah, that's another very good point that Jeffrey Warfield just brought up. They took BVS out of theaters early just because of the heat that they were taking. If they would have had the balls and left it in theaters, its full run, they would have literally made that $1 billion plus, even with everything that was working against it that I broke down. Again, it's like they literally wanted to self-sabotage their own property. Who does that? Who does that besides Warner fucking Brothers, dude? Daniel Martin, every DC movie underperforming is due to COVID and these anti-Snyder brains. The Batman made 700 plus million. I thought Batman was an instant billion. COVID, but No Way Home made well over $1 billion. Yeah, exactly. You know, I ain't going to have that argument. You know, we just stick to the facts. We ain't even got to go there, but that's a very good point. But we ain't even got to go that far, dude. We ain't even got to take it that far. We literally don't even have to go that far with it. WB never had a clue. They wanted to get rid of the no man's land scene in Wonder Woman. Yup. I thought it was going to be a dud. Damn near touched $1 billion, and critics and fans love it. Exactly. And you can see who is really heavily influencing that movie, because you see the fucking difference between the first Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84. Come on, bro. Again, if you would have gave the man the keys to the kingdom, stayed the fuck completely out of his way, dude, they'd be loaded right now. We'd have a highly successful franchise. The fans would have all the movies that they've ever wanted, that they ever looked forward to. They would have fulfilled their promises. You know, and by now, fuck, they would have like literally been concluding the story by now. There'd be like 20 fucking movies out by now. Not 20, but like 15 at least. And we'd be done with this chapter. And we could let the next asshole, you know, go in with good faith. The fans wouldn't be sour. People would not have issues with your company. You wouldn't have negative headlines and people that don't want to work with you anymore. Creatives and directors that want to stay the fuck far as they can away from your company. But they just, it's so retarded. Like, I just don't get it. Like, every fucking CEO that they keep hiring, they're so fucking stupid. Who buys a company with that kind of bread and puts up the kind of bread that it takes to buy Warner Brothers or a share, and they don't do their research? Who does that? You want to know, if I'm buying something and I'm rich, right? I want to know everything, positive, negative, the pros, the cons. I want to know what the last fucking, you know, regime did bad that made it go into a situation where I could even buy the motherfucker. And it's just these fucking old, out of touch with reality dudes that are old as shit, don't know shit about Cape shit, and don't give a fuck. Just buying the company to buy the company so they can gas themselves up. Don't give a goddamn about the company itself or the IPs that the company, you know, owns. And I'm fucking sick of it, dude. I just can't believe that at this point that nobody who's got big pockets has got involved in any way. I mean, obviously people have, but I'm saying people that aren't fucking brain dead, living under a rock. That I just don't. It's not that hard. Like every other day when I'm on Google, just Google alone, you see all, James Gunn, the fans backlash back. Gunn puts them in their place though. Well, why is Gunn talking shit to the fans, and why is that a good thing? So now that's the new thing that's marketed as a positive. You've got some fucker that's in charge of your company that consistently is proud, and the media is proud to say that, you know, he's talking shit to the people that are buying your fucking product while your product is failing. That's stupid. That is the dumbest shit I have ever heard. Daniel Martin, good to hear, Jeffrey. The Rock damn near did all his own promotion, had to let the fans know about the cameo, unlike Shazam 2 with Wonder Woman. And exactly, listen, if Gal Gadot does not promote her cameo in Wonder Woman, she's done. She's been fired, and they just won't say it up. I'm telling you. Have you guys seen Gal Gadot? Have you guys seen Gal Gadot promote Shazam? Don't worry, I'll wait. Speak up. Think about it. Think about it, guys. The news comes out that Shazam is projected to lose the studio millions. All of a sudden, the studio accidentally leaks fucking Gal Gadot's in the movie. Probably her only scene in the movie. They spoiled it way ahead of the release. Why is it that Gal Gadot's not promoting this? Why do you think that is? Why do you guys think, and I'm not talking shit, I want your honest opinions. Tell me in the chat, why do you think it is that Gal Gadot is not promoting Her cameo in Shazam Fury of the Gods. I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts, but let me tell you mine. It's okay if you disagree with me. She knows Gunn is already fired Jenkins. She probably filmed this cameo a year fucking ago, dude. Or damn near. Way before this shit. And she knows that she don't want to be a part of this shit anymore because they don't want her to be involved. They pushed out Jenkins. They want to get, and they don't, you know what I'm saying? She ain't happy. The cast and crew of Justice League, Ben Affleck, Cavill, Gadot, they're not fucking happy, bro. Cavill got fired. You think he's fucking happy? Ben Affleck just came out in an interview, said, no offense to James Gunn, I'm sure he's going to make a great universe, but the shit he's doing, the direction he's going, oh, hell no. I don't want no part of that shit. That says a million words alone. That in itself is telling. The Trinity is done, and they are done, and they don't want a fucking thing to do with Gunn. They don't want nothing to do with James Gunn, bro. Nothing. They don't want nothing to do with James Gunn. And Zack Snyder's made it clear he is still very interested in doing the fucking Snyderverse. It's super simple logic. This shit is not complicated. And these people on social media trying to gatekeep and pampering James pedo ass, they're stupid. You're dumb. You're dumb. Like I said, I don't know if Shazam 2 is going to flop or not, but they're projecting that it will. And at this rate, the last 5 movies, almost 4, at least the last 4 movies from DC, it's been on a downward trajectory. Look at Black Adam. Why would Shazam do any better? You've seen what numbers the first one did. They're praying to God that Gal, her little cameo that they spoiled, early as shit, and then that's some dumb corporate motherfucker at Warner Brothers with a suit and tie on. They're just trying to get their money back from their investment. They don't care about the universe. They don't care about what's going to happen after that. And James Gunn's already told us that these movies don't matter. He's just fucking lying, stringing you guys along because he is now a corporate entity. He's no longer James Gunn. He is copyrighted. It's crazy, guys. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I want us to appreciate the performance that Jared Leto gave us, and hopefully we get something better. Hopefully we get something better, guys, because the shit that we've been getting so far, let's be honest, it's been mediocre. It's been mediocre at best. And again, I don't want it to be nothing but doom and gloom for the universe and shit, but until they get back on the correct course, Ben Affleck came out flat out, was like, nah, the shit that James Gunn's doing, I'm not down for that. I'm straight. That says enough. Enough said. Enough said. Till next time, my friends, peace.